Hello, dear students. This is Professor Arya Agrawal again from Sri Sant Gadge Baba College of Engineering and Technology, Bhusawal. Today, we are going to discuss the next application of stack, and that is the conversion of infix expression to prefix expression. How to evaluate a postfix expression using stack, and then next application will be how will you reverse the contents of a string, or how will you reverse a number by using stack as an application. So these are the main application of stack that we are going to discuss in today's lecture. So continuing with the topic of today's discussion, the first one is the conversion of infix expression to prefix expression. So prior going to that, once again, let us understand that how an infix expression is represented and how a prefix expression is represented. So we all know that we have seen the previous example of infix expression to postfix expression conversion. So now we are very much well aware of how an infix expression is, and how a postfix expression is, and how a prefix expression is represented. So talking about, once again, in infix expression, we know that the position of the mathematical operator is placed between the two operands. And in prefix expression, the position of the mathematical operator will be before the two operands. So now we shall see how this conversion of infix expression to prefix expression works. So it is recommended that we are using this expression as an application of stack. So we have to write an algorithm definitely by using stack. See, normally also we can convert an infix expression to prefix expression, but now whenever we are talking this conversion as an application of stack, so I recommend you everyone that we should use an algorithm that will use stack to display the contents of infix expression at a given amount of time, at a given period of time. So first thing in this conversion is we should understand how this algorithm works. So let us see the algorithm. Infix expression to postfix expression conversion algorithm we have already discussed. So one should be very much clear about that infix to postfix expression, because somewhere we are going to use that algorithm in this infix to prefix expression conversion also. Again, we know that let x be an arithmetic expression which is written in infix notation. This algorithm is written in order to find an equivalent prefix expression y. Equivalent prefix expression means only the way of representation of an infix expression will change to prefix expression, but the meaning of the expression will never change. It is very essential for you people to understand that we are only changing the way of writing an expression. We are not changing the meaning of the expression. A plus B will be represented as plus AB. It will convey the meaning which will remain the same. Okay. So let us see how this infix expression to prefix expression conversion algorithm works. Remember that this algorithm uses the concept of stack for its conversion purpose. First thing is that whatever is the given infix expression you have encountered, or whatever is the infix expression is given to you, you have to just reverse that infix expression. That is your first step. Make second step involves make every open bracket as closing bracket and every closing bracket as opening bracket. That is your step number 2, which you have to perform. Third step, again, you have to push whenever an opening bracket is encountered, you have to push onto the stack and add a closing bracket to the end of the expression. This step number 3 is equivalent to the step number 1, which we have performed in infix to postfix expression conversion. In simple meaning, in simple term, it means that you have to just add an opening bracket to the start of the expression and add a closing bracket to the end of the expression. This is the simple meaning to understand add opening bracket and closing bracket to the end of x. What is x here? X is your arithmetic expression, which is represented in infix notation. Okay. After reversing, first step is the reversing. After that, scan the expression from left to right. Okay, and repeat the steps 3 to 6 for each element of x, that is your infix expression, until the stack becomes empty. If an operand is encountered, you have to add it to the postfix expression. If a left parenthesis is encountered, you have to push it on the stack. This is the same algorithm which we have applied for infix to postfix conversion. Okay, only the difference is that in this you have to first apply the step number 1 very carefully, and that is your reverse the infix expression. So everyone should make a note of this. The algorithm which we will use in this is the infix to postfix conversion algorithm, but prior to using of that algorithm, you should first reverse your infix expression. That is step number 1. So I think everyone should make a note of this very strictly. And continuing with that, if a left parenthesis is encountered, that then you have to push it on the stack. If an operand is encountered, you have to add it to the equivalent postfix expression, which is a prefix expression, sorry, which is represented by y. If an operator is encountered, then repeatedly pop from the top of the stack and add to y each operator on the stack which have the same precedence as or higher precedence than the operator which is currently present on the top of the stack. Means you have to check the incoming operator precedence with the operator which is present on the top of the stack. Both the operator precedence will be checked, and if the operator on the top of the stack is having higher precedence than that of the incoming operator, then you have to pop out that operator from the top of the stack and add it to the equivalent prefix expression y. This step has to be repeatedly done till all the operators who are having higher priority than the incoming operators. If once we are done with all the operators having higher priority, then we can add all those operators to the infix expression y, and then the incoming operator will be placed on the top of the stack. Okay, so just understand this. We have already implemented this in the infix to postfix expression conversion. Add an operator to the stack. Which operator will be added? Only the operator which is having low priority to the element, to the operator already existing on the top of the stack will be added to the stack. If a right parenthesis is encountered, then we have to repeatedly pop everything from the top of the stack and add to y the prefix expression. Till what time you will do this? Till a left parenthesis is encountered. Till the time you encountered a left parenthesis, you have to pop out everything from the top of the stack and add it to y, which is your prefix expression. I hope so you are getting. Then you have to remove the left parenthesis, and at the end, once again, you have to reverse the prefix expression. Whatever the expression you are getting, y, you have to once again reverse that, and that will be your final answer to your solution. Okay, again, now this is again infix to prefix by using stack method. So it is essential for you to again remember the tabular format which we have used in the previous conversion technique. Again, we will use that same tabular format to discuss this example. Consider this example of conversion of infix expression to prefix. The given infix expression is capital letter A plus bracket B multiplied by C minus D slash E exponential F bracket complete star G bracket star H. Step number 1 is add up opening bracket and closing bracket. You can either do it before, either you can do it after converting, after reversing the expression. But better we can do it in the beginning itself. So first thing which has to be done is your reversing the given infix expression. You have to reverse the given infix expression. So this infix expression can be reversed by writing taking from right hand side to moving towards right hand side to left hand side in this order. Okay, so whatever the things you encounter, you just start writing it. Okay, so this is step number 1, reversing your infix expression. Step number 2, replace every opening bracket with a closing bracket and every closing bracket with an opening bracket. So this is very simple step that you have to perform whenever you are performing the infix to prefix conversion. See, you do not have to reverse the expression whenever you are performing infix to postfix. So don't get confused. Read the question thoroughly, what is asked in the question, and perform the task simultaneously. So in infix to prefix, you have to reverse the expression, convert the opening bracket to closing bracket and every closing bracket to opening bracket. Okay. And then again, we will apply the same procedure of infix to postfix conversion algorithm. That is, when opening bracket is encountered, we will push it on the stack. Okay. The next first operand is encountered. First operand is your H, and when it is encountered, you will write it in the postfix expression. Then next one is the multiplication operator. Operator is encountered, you will write it on the top of the stack. Next is opening bracket is encountered. Opening bracket will again come on the top of the stack. Next thing is G. G is an operand which will be written in your postfix expression. Again after G, next symbol is your multiplication. Again it will be placed on the top of the stack. Next is opening bracket. Again opening bracket will be added to the top of the stack. Next thing, an operand is encountered, and that is F. So F will be written in your postfix expression. Next is your exponential operator, which will be again written in your top of the stack since it is an operator. Next, E is an operand, so operand will be added to your postfix expression. Next one is the division operator. Now, remember that before adding division, you have to check the priority of existing operator. Existing operator on the top of the stack is exponential operator, and we have discussed this in the previous lecture that exponential operator is having higher priority as that of division operator. So existing operator precedence is higher as that of incoming operator. So here what we will do, first thing we will do is we will pop out exponential from the top of the stack and add it to the postfix expression as shown in this step. Okay, why we are doing this? Because exponential is having higher precedence than that of division. So you have to pop out exponential from the top of the stack and add it to the postfix expression. Since is there any more operator left? There is no operator left. So next operator is the incoming operator division that can be added to the top of the stack. Be very careful in this step. Okay. Moving forward, in the next step, then you will check for E. E is an operand, so it will again be added to the top in the postfix expression. Next is your opening bracket, division operation again. Sorry, we were here. Next thing is the D, which is an encounter. So D is an operand, so it will be added to the postfix expression. Next, when a closing bracket is encountered, whenever a closing bracket is encountered, see over here. So what is left in the stack is the division operator. So we will take out this division operator and add it to the postfix expression. Next step is the minus. So again, when a minus sign is encountered, here again you have to check. When a minus sign is encountered, but multiplication is having more priority as that of minus sign, so we will first pop out multiplication, add it to the postfix expression. Why we are doing this? Because multiplication is having higher priority as that of minus sign. So we will pop out multiplication, add it to the postfix expression, and then we will add minus on the top of the stack. Again, next is the C. C is an operand. So operand will be added to the postfix expression. Next thing is the multiplication. See now, minus sign is having low priority, multiplication is having higher priority. So this case is accepted. Hence, we do not pop out minus before adding multiplication because this is allowed. Okay. So we will add multiplication on the top of the stack. Again, next is an operand which is B, which is added to the postfix expression. Again, you encountered a closing bracket. Closing bracket is encountered means you have to pop out everything from the top of the stack and add it to the prefix expression. So here multiplication will be pop out first, then next operator which will be popped out is the minus sign. So add these operators one by one on the postfix expression which is being encountered. Next operator is plus. So plus will be added on the top of the stack. Next is A. A is an operand which will be again written down in the postfix form. And last one is the closing bracket. So once a closing bracket is encountered, you have to write down everything, pop out everything from the top of the stack and add it to the postfix expression. So once this postfix expression is obtained, you can see we have converted this infix expression to the equivalent postfix form by using the infix to postfix algorithm. Now, you know that very well. We have applied this infix to postfix algorithm in infix to prefix conversion. So what was the first step? First step was we have reversed the infix expression. Now the last step is whatever the answer you have written is in your postfix form. The last step is you are reversing the postfix expression. And once you reverse this postfix expression, you will get the expression which is in infix form. So this is your required expression. Previously also I have told that opening bracket and closing bracket will never be a part of this either postfix expression or either prefix expression. Okay. So the answer thus obtained after conversion of the infix algorithm to prefix form is plus a star minus star bc star slash d exponential efgh. So this is your required answer. So if we summarize infix to prefix conversion, what is the step? Infix expression has to be, first step is reverse the order of infix expression, convert every opening bracket to closing bracket to opening bracket. And then in step number 3, apply the infix to postfix conversion algorithm, get an answer, and whatever the answer which is obtained by infix to postfix conversion, just reverse that answer, and that is your infix to prefix conversion, and the answer which you will get is your required infix form, sorry, prefix form. Okay, so this is how infix to prefix algorithm work. Continuing ahead, we will see another example, and it is very similar, but for better understanding I have taken one more example for you to understand. Okay, in this again we will apply the same procedure, reverse the infix expression, whatever is the given, first you will reverse and then you will write the reverse expression, make every opening bracket as closing bracket as opening bracket, and then you will try to solve by using the infix to postfix expression algorithm by applying one by one steps simultaneously. And whatever the result which will be obtained here, you can see that it is obtained in the infix to postfix form. This again will be converted to infix by just reversing this string. And after reversing, you will get the content in this form. This is the resultant infix to prefix expression. So let us solve this example. See, initially stack is empty. When a first thing 5 is being pushed, it is an operand. So operand will be written in the postfix form. Next step is an exponential operator. Operator is encountered, so it will be written on the top of the stack. Next is E. E is an operand, which will be written in the postfix form. Plus is an operator. Again, here you have to check that operator precedence is of exponential is greater as that of plus. So plus cannot be added on top of exponential. So what will we do? We'll pop up exponential from the top of the stack and add it to the postfix expression. Here you can see it. There are no more contents in the left. Hence, plus can be added on the top of the stack. Next thing is the multiplication. Next thing is the D. So D, whenever D is encountered, we know that it is an operand. So operand will be added in the postfix expression. After D, next symbol is your multiplication symbol. So multiplication can be added to the top of the stack because plus is having low priority. Plus is a low priority operator as compared to multiplication. So multiplication is having higher priority as that of plus, so it can be added to the top of the stack. So no need to worry. Next step is the opening bracket. Bracket is encountered, so it will be pushed on the top of the stack. Next thing, C is encountered, which is an operand. So operand will be written in your postfix expression. Exponential operator is encountered next, which is a part of an operator. So it will be added to the stack. Next thing is that is a B, which is an operand. So operand is encountered. So you will write in a postfix expression. Next thing is the plus. So now plus is encountered. So before adding plus on the top of the stack, you have to check that already exponential operator is present, which is having higher priority as that of the plus sign. So we cannot add plus on top of exponential. So what we will do is we will pop out exponential from the top of the stack, add it to the postfix expression, and then the incoming operator plus can be added on the top of the stack. Got it? After that, the remaining operator is remaining next operand is A, which is encountered. So A is an operand. So we will be adding A to the postfix expression. And in the last, when a closing bracket is encountered, we will pop out everything from the top of the stack and add it to the postfix expression. So once we get a postfix expression, we will just only perform the reverse operation, and that after performing the reverse operation, you can see that your expression is in infix form, which is your required infix expression. Okay. So just once again, I will try to recall infix to prefix conversion algorithm. You should know infix to postfix algorithm. In infix to prefix conversion, just take the infix expression, reverse that infix expression, replace every opening bracket with closing bracket with opening bracket, and then apply the infix to postfix conversion algorithm. You will get an answer. Using that answer, just reverse the content of you reverse that answer, and you will get your answer in resultant prefix form. This is how the infix to prefix conversion works by using stack. Hope this would be clear. Okay. So next application which we will discuss is very simple, and that is the evaluation of a postfix expression. During evaluation of a postfix expression, what happens is a postfix expression without parentheses can be evaluated by using two operands and an operator at the same time. This becomes easier for the compiler and the computer to handle. How to perform that? We will see the rule first. While reading the expression, obviously we have to read the expression from the left to right. Okay, this has to be kept in mind. Push whatever the element operand is encountered on the top of the stack if it is an operand. Pop the two operand from the stack. If the element is an operator, then we will perform the computation evaluation. If an operand is encountered, we will add it to the top of the stack. If a mathematical operator is encountered, we will perform the computation. After performing the computation, whatever is the result of that computation, that result will be added to the top of the stack. We have to completely repeat these steps till we get the end of the expression. So this is the idea of evaluation of your postfix expression. We will see the algorithm, how it works using stack technique. This is the algorithm which we are going to apply by using the stack technique. Okay. In this, first we have to add a closing bracket to the postfix expression which is being evaluated. Read the postfix expression from left to right until a closing bracket is encountered. Closing bracket here it denotes that we are at the end of the postfix expression, because we are adding this to the postfix expression at the end. So whenever you encounter a closing bracket, that means that we are at the end of the postfix expression. If an operand is encountered, we will have to push it on the top of the stack. If an mathematical operator is encountered, then what will happen? This is very important. Just understand step number 4. Whenever an operand is encountered in step number 3, we will push it on the top of the stack. But if an operator is encountered, we have to pop out 2 elements from the top of the stack. Now, how to pop out? Here A will be your first top element and B will be your next to the top element. Means A will be the topmost element and B will be the next to top element. Perform the operation, whatever the operator is encountered here. If operator is encountered, whatever mathematical arithmetic operator is encountered, you just perform the operation in this form, B operator A. Suppose if it is A plus B, you just give B operator A, B plus A. Perform the mathematical calculation, B plus A, whatever is the result you will get of after evaluation, that result has to be pushed back onto the top of the stack. Okay, so whatever is the result of the B, you have to push that result back on the top of the stack. Okay, set result equals to pop, and then you can exit. So whatever is the result, that will be a final exam result that you can pop it. So we will see one example how this algorithm works in order to understand this algorithm much more clearly. Okay, so let us see some example for this. Suppose 4, 5, 6 multiplication plus. We know that this is an expression which is in postfix form. Now we have to evaluate this. So what will we do? First thing is 4. So 4 is an operand, so we will push on the top of the stack. Next, sorry, we will add it to the top of the stack. Yes, correct. 5, again it is an operand, we will add it to the top of the stack. 6, again it is an operand, we will add it to the top of the stack. Next thing here, keep in mind, next is the multiplication. Now when a multiplication is encountered, just remember this step number 4. If an operator is encountered, pop 2 elements from the top of the stack and perform B operator A. Okay, so here 2 elements are 6 and 5. Here 6 is A, 5 is B. So 5 into 6, 6, 5, 5 into 6 is 30. So result after multiplication of B into A is 30, and that result is pushed back again on the top of the stack. Again, the last operator which is encountered is 4. So 4 plus 30 will give you 34, and that is your result which is obtained after evaluation of your postfix expression. Okay, and remember one thing, this has to be done with left to right evaluation only. So this is the general idea. Let us see how this works with the help of a stack. You can see in step number 1, when an operand is encountered, you have to push it on the top of the stack. When a next operand is encountered, again you have to perform push operation. Again an operand is encountered, again you have to perform push operation. When a mathematical operator is encountered, then you have to pop 2 elements from the top of the stack and perform the computation B cross A, which will give you 30. Now you have to add this 30 again on the top of the stack. What is 30? 30 is your result. This result will be pushed back again on the top of the stack, and then you will get another operator which is plus. Again you will perform B operator A, that is 4 plus 30, you will get 34. Okay, and now there is no more operators or operand which has to be left. That is the end of an expression has been encountered. So final answer is your 34, and that is your result. So what is our expression? What was our expression? 4, 5, 6 multiplication plus, and what is the result obtained after evaluation of the postfix expression? That is 34. So very simple algorithm. Just keep in mind. And the last application of the stack, which is again used in many scenarios, is that reversing a string. Okay, reversing the contents of a string or reversing the number. In order to understand that, you should thoroughly understand how the concept of stack works. And we all know that stack works on the principle of last in first out. The element which is inserted last will be popped out first from the top of the stack. Hence here we will apply the reverse, we will apply that stack in an application called as reversing a number or either reversing a string. So here if you see that the input string which is given is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We already know that when we push 1, it will be placed at the bottom of the stack. Then top will get increment by 1. Again, next element which is to be pushed is 2, which is added to the top of the stack. Next element 3, again push, added to the top of the stack. Next element push 4, added to the top of the stack. Next element pushed 5, added to the top of the stack. And the last element 6, which is again added, will be pushed to the top of the stack. So at the end of 6 consecutive steps, your output will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 added to the top of the stack. This is your input string which we have added in the stack in the order 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now when we pop out elements from the stack, we know that the topmost element will be popped out first. So in our case, the topmost element is 6, so it will be popped out first. Here you can see. Then the next top element is 5. Then next is 4. The next is 3. Next is 2. And at the last it is 1. So by applying this, you will get the answer at 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, which is your string, which is in reverse form. Which is in reverse format. So you can apply this algorithm for reversing the contents of a string by using stack technique for either any sequence of number, either it may be a string, either it may be a number, either it may be some characters, some anything. So here it is a very simple application of stack, and that is the reversing the contents of a string or a number. So it is very simple. You can write it. If in the exam, if an question is asked that explain various application of stack, then you have to write all these applications, mentioning all the algorithm with simple example which we have already discussed. Okay. I hope so. Today in this lecture we have discussed again the applications of stacks, which are conversion of infix expression to prefix expression. Also, we have discussed two examples in order to understand the algorithm thoroughly, how that algorithm works by using the technique of infix to prefix, using infix to postfix algorithm, obviously by using stack. Next application, we have seen that how to evaluate a given postfix expression. We can evaluate a postfix expression directly also, but we have seen how we will use stack in order to evaluate the postfix expression. And in the last, we have seen that how we can reverse the contents of a string by using stack. Either you can reverse the contents of a string, either you can reverse the number, either you can reverse the sequence of characters which you have encountered. So that's all for today's lecture. I hope you have enjoyed learning the concept which we have discussed today. Thank you. Thank you very much. Have a great day.